Alright, good day everyone. My name is Ame-Tech from Ame-Tech Construction Company. We are into construction, dredging, logistics, transportation and the rest. But meanwhile, at this present time, I just want to enlighten you, my fellow viewers and the followers of Ame-Tech Construction Company about what we do. When you look at my right here, you see something like a heap of sand. This heap of sand, we call it bundle wall. That is where the wet sand is being pumped into from the river and with top pile, make it heap, dredge, then it will dry overnight before the next day we start selling. If you look at my left too, you see the same thing, but here is free. At that end, you see a payloader loading the sand already, so that is ready for sales. The other place is also ready for sales. And before you get into this, you have some equipment that can be able to get all these things possible. One of it is what we call side dredger. It's a dredger, but it's a smaller one. And the purpose of this is used only at the front of the dredger to pump what you have, the materials you have in there, out into the bundle wall. When you have a side dredger, the other things you need again is a transporter. You have a transporter, it's very, very important, and at the same time, you have a dredger. So these three equipment come together to form a complete dredger. So without this cannot work, and without this, the side dredger also cannot work. So what you need is side dredger, master dredger, and transporter. Then a set of complete dredger is comprising of master dredger, as I said, transporter, it may be 3, it may be 4, then a side dredger. So on my left hand side here, you can see on the ground, we have some of plates, iron, and the rest, and the dredgers going on. They are working on the new construction of the side dredger, as you can see from my left. So this one is fresh from the oven, has not been used. You can see some engineers and welders, they are on it, work is going, men on the site. So that is it, and as you can see, there's no power, so they got to power it by themselves. So on the river bank, they have something we call the master dredger. You can see how long the ladder is. This could be 14 discharge 12 as it is. It's our terminology. If you need it there, ask me, I will explain to you. So this is 14 discharge 12. Then this can be on the high sea to pump the sand and the water directly into the transporter. So as soon as the dredging is being going on, that the sand is being pumped into the transporter will now transport it from the dredging site inside the water down to the shoreline. So the main purpose of the transporter is to transport the material you drop. Whatever you drop, you carry, you pump into that transporter is what you bring out. And whatever you bring out and drop at the side, the borrow pits, is what you pump out. So if you like, go to the river side and pump mud or organic materials. When you drop it there, the same thing you will drop outside. If you like, go to that place and pump soft sand like the feeding. When you bring it here, the same thing you bring out. If you like, go to that place and dredge sharp sand. The same sharp sand, you bring it there. That is the reason why sometimes if some customer want to buy some material, they will go to the bundle wall, take the sand and check if the sand is really sharp. They will tell you, I don't like this, it doesn't have stone, it doesn't sharp, the color and the rest. So when you get to the river, of which we are going to put that as a topic for another day, you get different layers of sand and colors. So the colors determine, some people tell you we have yellow, we have red, we have white, sharp sand and the rest. Some people will tell you they are selling only sharp sand, while others will tell you they are selling fillings. So there are different categories of sand in the water. But that will be a topic for another day. But what I'm enlightening you on today is the equipment that are being used. The three kind of equipment to execute this set of work is the master dredger, the transporters, and the side dredger. Thank you all. Get to the next stage. Watch out for part 2. Yeah.